Wells, the place where land, sea and sky come together. The tides run in across the sea to the flat shallow sands, through the salt marshes, to the town and harbour with Warnstone Quay. The air of Wells is splendid, and living cheap, good and comfortable.
There's a lot of farm activity. There were a lot more farms in the town.
I was an arable farmer, so it was barley, wheat and sugar beet.
And the National Malting Barley Prize goes to Northgate Farm.
I helped with the harvest during the school holidays.
Milk was delivered twice a day in a horse and cart.
I've very much enjoyed living here.
Many happy memories of just having the freedom to roam. Everybody knew everybody else. The pubs were full of people who'd worked hard and drank hard.
Queer little street, without sidewalks, rough, dim and stony.
It was a wonderful place to go out, really.
She'd have us sat around the piano and she'd be playing the piano and we'd be having sing-songs.
Sit up straight and don't smile.
The butchers, bakers and coalmen all had horses and carts. The horses knew the route off by heart.
Most of the shops are down Stay Street now.
Well, the postman was a gentleman. He would always shut the gate.
A meeting's to be held this evening to discuss the future of the town.
The whole town was hung with bunting.
And over on the sand dunes, they had two great big guns pointing out towards the sea.
And he was posted here in the Second World War and thought he'd come to paradise.
Some of the evacuees were wild and a handful.
It was a busy station.
It was dimly lit, drafty and cramped.
The loud steam engine noises could be startling.
There were fishy smells of cockles, whelks and oysters, with liquids dripping out of their boxes.
There used to be a railway line from the station running right round to the quay.
Almost a place to be avoided, with dirty water and briny-looking figures squatted all about.
It was a hard-working port with hard-working men. There was only one salary coming in and it was very poor.
The malting process starts with steeping the barley in water.
It was hot in the malt houses. Men had to turn great floors of steaming barley.
We used to pour the corn in at the top and then that used to go down through the machinery to come out at the other end to be loaded into the ships.
You put fresh bait in for crabs, but for lobster it need to be stinking. The older the better.
Must have been 5 or 6 fishing families down there, all gone after whelks and had their boats.
Seedy houses, public and otherwise, form a ragged line.
There were a lot more pubs in them days.
Everybody in the yards helped each other out. Doors were never locked.
Oh, you'd warm up bricks in the oven and put them in your bed to warm your feet.
There were boats of all shapes and sizes moored on the quay.
We always look forward to the regatta.
We'd always end up with a grand display of fireworks.
Ah, there is the puzzle. The sea and how to get to it.
We had a little 10-foot clinker dinghy moored there, which we used to use to go out over the marshes.
We'd go button in the shallows, hunting for fish.
We'd play all day, and if suddenly you'd think, I'm hungry, and you'd go home.
A mix of fierce currents, strong tides and wind can build up some unpleasant seas. People picked sea lavender and decorated it in their homes. The sand whipped up into a big cloud and you couldn't see the sea.
The street lights went out. It was pitch black and there were debris all over the road.
It was months before the houses dried out.
It took a while for the bank to be repaired.
It's not a dashing place, it's not notable or grand, but has surroundings of great interest.
You could sit on the quay wall and watch people and watch the world go by quite comfortably.
We would go out on our bikes in the morning and we probably wouldn't appear again until the evening.
The lake was very attractive before the war, until the floods destroyed the trees.
We did have a bus that would go from the quay down to the beach in the summer.
Grandfather would always wear a suit on the beach.
My memory of childhood is just being in a bathing costume and having a pair of flip-flops and a towel.
The sea and land melts into lavender. Sun slips quietly over the horizon. End of day in Wells. Land, sea and sky become one.